Hey everybody, welcome back to Heartland Productions. Just a quick video today. I got some new accessories for my Gozney Arc XL, so I wanted to let you check those out. Here's a quick sneak peek, some peels, and I got the booster stand. Stay tuned for a whole unboxing review. Here's a little closer look. Here's the box for the Arc or the Arc XL booster. It fits both. This is the Pro placement peel. This is pretty cool looking. This holds up. It's a 14-inch wide peel, so you can do up to a 14-inch pizza. And then this is the utility turning peel. Has a nice wooden handle with Gozney logo on it. Very heavy duty. Has the solid head on it, unlike the balance turning peel, which has the slots, is a little lighter. This one's a little more multifunctional, so not only turning pizzas, but if you use this for the dome or something like that, you can pick up the little pieces of wood with the end and put them on. So it's a little heavier duty, not as lightweight. Let's get this opened up and set it up. Wow, this is very heavy duty steel. It's very heavy. Very well packaged like always. That seems to be pretty straightforward. It comes with a little bag full of different screws and washers and a little wrench and Allen key, instructions. There's only 4 parts, it can't be that hard. Like assembling anything like this, I'm not going to tighten any of these bolts up until I get it kind of more fully assembled, because to make sure everything lines up. So I'm not going to use this until I just hand tightened all these, the 6. Once I get it a little better, then I will tighten it all up. All right, now time to put the outside screws in to these. It's a little tricky lining this part up. You got to kind of wiggle this around, kind of move it around to get, you can't really see, but you'll notice it, to get the holes, the outside one connected to the inside. So you have to wiggle it around a little bit. So just kind of pull this piece out. Once you get one in, they kind of all line up. Again, don't tighten these up, because you got to do 3 on each side. This is another reason why I wouldn't tighten it up, because you got to kind of wiggle this to get these in. So now that I have all the screws put in, I'm going to go ahead and tighten everything up. So I definitely would highly recommend not tightening anything up at first, because there's quite a bit of jiggling around to get the screws to all line up properly. So don't tighten anything up until you have this step. So once you have all the screws loosely in, kind of the whole thing done per se, then go back and tighten it all up with the wrench and the included crescent wrench and Allen key. I'll do that now. Now flip it upside down and tighten the bolts. Oddly enough, this end of the crescent wrench that came with it is a different size. It says it's the same, but it doesn't work. It's too big, so you have to use the open end of the crescent wrench, even though it has a 7 and a 7. That this is probably 8 or 9 millimeters versus 7, or whatever it is. So you have to use the open end, or get your own socket set out. If you have a socket set, I would recommend using it instead of these tools, because this is just like Feels like I'm doing IKEA furniture, which is okay. Not hard, it just takes forever. Socket set would make it much, much faster. Now for the final touch, turn it upside back around. So now we're going to insert the bolt. You'll see this little washer. I don't know if you can tell. It has like a little smaller ring. That part goes down like this. You'll notice because it sits in the recession right there, it kind of locks in place. You're going to insert this part up through this section. So stick your hand in there, put the bolt up like this, and you're going to put this on like this. And you want it just about a 1/16 of an inch. You just want a tiny bit of that sticking out, just so it'll recess into the oven. So then that way it sits like that. And then you're going to put the oven on top. Let's go get the oven. You want to make sure the little feet are all lined up perfectly on those little holes. So you want to make sure that the feet are sitting down inside those little recessions. You can kind of see there, all 4 of them. Fits perfectly. Now you want to get that bolt. So we got there, and you're going to lift it up. There we go, it's getting it tight now. A little bit tricky getting it lined up, but once you do, it's pretty easy. So some of the benefits of having the booster, if you don't have the freestanding stand, the stand's a little expensive. It's around $240 some. So the booster's done. It sets it up about, it's about 7 inches almost, just a little shy, 6 3/4, almost 7 inches high. So the benefit of this is that it's going to set your oven up a little higher. So if you just have like a outdoor table, it's definitely an outdoor table is way too low, because a standard table height is 28 inches high, which is, I usually like to have my oven around 40 inches. So look at that. I mean, compared to here, you're almost 2 feet shorter. So having the booster, if you're going to have just a regular outdoor table, like maybe you're doing a pop-up or you have a business and you're using like kind of foldable tables, you definitely need a booster or something like that to get the oven up higher. If you're using a standard 36-inch countertop, actually the booster puts the oven up at exactly the right height. Still have the oven from the base to there, it's 5.5 inches. So plus the 6.5, 6 3/4, you get the oven up right around that, above the 40 inches. So it's perfect for, so you don't have to stoop over all the time. Also wanted to show you, it's set on a countertop. This countertop's 36 inches. So with the booster, it puts the opening of the oven right at about 48 inches. Which for somebody like myself, 5'11", it's the perfect height. Definitely recommend it. Very, very heavy duty, much heavier duty than I thought. Just be patient when you're putting it together. As I mentioned, I do have the other accessories. They sent me the Pro placement peel. This is super lightweight aluminum, has a really nice handle. I typically like the longer handle, but for the arc, this is actually perfect because you can do a 14-inch pizza easily. They did 14 because it gives you a little more wiggle room. You can technically get a 16-inch pizza in this oven, but I would do 14 because it still gives you a little bit, an inch on each side of it. So it's probably a better size. This is a great peel. It's super lightweight, very high quality, no sharp edges at all. That's usually the sign of a good one. Some of the less expensive peels that you find on Amazon, if you flip them upside down and rub your hand on it, they're kind of sharp and they have sharper edges. This one's very well done. Kind of feels like it was sandblasted or something like that. It's very, very soft. Lots of holes, so all the semolina falls out. The handle, again, very good. Has somewhere to hang it up. This is the utility peel, as I mentioned at the beginning. Very nice wooden handle. Again, you can hang it up. Very well balanced. This is steel, not aluminum, so it's a little heavier. So if you like a lighter weight one, this may not be the best one, but I like this because it's kind of a multi-function utility turning peel. So you can use this for multiple things. Like if you want to put a cast iron in or take it out, something like that, it's a little bit better suited than for just turning peels that are for only pizza that have the slots in it. Those are a little bit lighter and better for pizza per se, but this you can use to turn pizza. You can use this to put things in and out of the oven. This is a pretty great, if you kind of a one-stop shop tool. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. There'll be a lot more videos coming out soon. See you guys later.